Polybius game is a legendary urban myth originating in the early 1980s, particularly in Portland, Oregon. Allegedly, it was an arcade game that caused severe psychological effects, including seizures and suicidal thoughts. Players reported feeling entranced while playing, and mysterious men in black suits were said to monitor the machines, possibly for government experiments. The game supposedly vanished after a brief appearance in 1981, leading to speculation about its true nature, whether it was a real game or a fabrication inspired by the era's gaming culture and paranoia surrounding video games. In the dimly lit arcade of Portland, Oregon in 1981, a new game appeared overnight. It was called Polybius, a sleek black cabinet that drew curious teens like moths to a flame. Among them was Jake, a thrill seeker with a penchant for high scores, and his best friend Maya, who preferred the safety of Pac-Man. Jake was entranced by the vibrant graphics and pulsating sounds emanating from Polybius. "You have to try it, Maya," he urged, his eyes wide with excitement. Reluctantly, she joined him, but as soon as she started playing, an unsettling sensation washed over her. The game felt alive, almost sentient. Days turned into weeks, and Jake became obsessed. He played for hours, often losing track of time. Maya noticed changes in him. His laughter faded, replaced by an eerie silence. One night, after an unusually long session, Jake stumbled home, eyes glazed and unsteady. "Jake," Maya called out as he entered his house. He didn't respond. He merely walked past her, mumbling incoherently. That night, Maya was jolted awake by Jake's frantic knocking on her window. She opened it to find him trembling. "They're coming for me," he gasped. "I can hear them in my head." Maya tried to calm him down. "Who? What are you talking about?" "The game. It's not just a game. It knows things." His voice trembled with fear. Determined to uncover the truth behind Polybius, Maya delved into the arcade's history. She discovered whispers of a secret government project linked to the game. Project Polybius. Players reported headaches, seizures, and vivid nightmares after playing. One evening, she confronted the arcade owner, Mr. Thompson, his face pale at the mention of Polybius. "I had to pull it," he stammered. "Kids were getting sick, and those men in suits, they came at night." Intrigued and terrified, Maya decided to investigate further. That night, she returned to the arcade alone. As she approached the darkened cabinet of Polybius, she heard hushed voices nearby. Peering around the corner, she saw two figures in black suits, examining the machine with strange devices. They moved with an unsettling precision, as if choreographed. Suddenly, one turned sharply toward her direction. Heart racing, Maya ducked behind a row of machines. The next day, Jake's condition worsened. He became withdrawn and paranoid. Fearing for his life, Maya decided to confront him about the game's hold on him. "Jake, you need to stop playing," she pleaded. He looked at her with hollow eyes. "I can't. I have to finish it." Desperate for help, Maya enlisted Liam, a tech-savvy friend who had once worked on video games. Liam agreed to help and began analyzing footage of Jake playing Polybius. As they watched together in horror, they noticed strange patterns flashing on the screen, symbols that seemed to pulse and twist unnaturally. "This isn't just a game," Liam said slowly. "It's designed to manipulate your mind." Determined to save Jake from its grasp, they devised a plan. They would confront the game together during its next session. That night at the arcade, they gathered around Polybius as Jake prepared for what he believed would be his final playthrough. As he began playing, Maya and Liam watched anxiously. The screen flickered violently. Colors twisted into chaotic patterns. that seemed to invade their minds. "Jake, focus!" Maya shouted over the blaring sound effects, but Jake was lost in a trance-like state. His fingers moved mechanically across the controls as if possessed. Suddenly, the screen displayed a chilling message. "You are part of us now." Panic surged through Maya as she realized that Jake was being consumed by whatever entity controlled Polybius. In a moment of clarity, Jake broke free from his stupor and screamed at them to unplug the machine. Liam lunged forward, but hesitated as he felt an overwhelming force trying to pull him back. "Do it!" Jake yelled desperately. With trembling hands, Liam yanked out the power cord. The screen went dark. Silence enveloped them. In the days that followed, Jake slowly returned to normalcy, but remained haunted by nightmares filled with static and shadowy figures that whispered secrets only he could hear. Maya often wondered if they had truly escaped Polybius, or if its influence lingered within them still, an insidious reminder of what lay hidden in the shadows of their minds. As for Mr. Thompson, he closed down the arcade shortly after that night and left town without explanation. Rumors persisted that he had been seen lurking near abandoned buildings where old arcade machines lay forgotten, machines like Polybius that still whispered their dark secrets into the void. And so, the legend continued, an urban myth woven into the fabric of Portland's history, a chilling reminder that some games are best left unplayed.